Our goal was to gather a group of artists, go to a unique location, and create an album in 1 week.
Every year, that's also the point, we level up a little bit. I feel that music has leveled up.
It's probably bigger than you lot think it is.
We documented everything.
If you get an opportunity like this, take it, do it.
I literally said out loud, I was like, holy shit, you did it. Because it's like, this is the shit you dream of.
Imagine a huge wasteland. There's nothing there, just a bunch of old, broken down ships, shipwrecks, some old rusty train tracks, nuclear plant, and just a couple houses. And in the middle of that landscape there's a house, beautifully designed house with huge windows so you can look all around the landscape. And that's where you are, in the middle of nowhere.
If you are an artist and producer, you know how hard it is to get people to send you their vocals, or it's always easier in one room. That's also why I prefer doing sessions with artists one-on-one. If we make something in the same day in the same room, and we tape everything that we need to, it's way easier to finish that art piece. So it's the same with these weeks, where if we want to create an album with 10 artists or 10 producers on it, it's a lot easier to do that in 1 week, in one space, and that you try to do a couple sessions and then you might fill up that empty verse with another artist there. It's gonna take a lot more time, and it's also gonna feel less cohesive. Something we looked for when we were like A&Ring for the project and looking for the right artists, we definitely kept in mind, like, how do we invite people that can bring their A game in a week like that.
Everybody ain't gonna like you, and that's okay. Being real get you killed instead of that 50 mil. Want me back on the block instead of Central.
Wake up, bake up, write songs, probably make some food. That's what we do. Like me, Eklipse, Thierry has been serious in the kitchen. And then record. There's not really, the thing I like is there's no structure, but there is structure. There's been 2 rooms where you could kind of bounce from back and forth. And yeah, it's just like a factory, like a music factory. You just keep making music left, right. And it keeps you inspired too, because then you heard what the next artist did. And it's like, oh, I maybe need to take this approach on the song or that approach. I'm Darrell Cole, a Belgian artist. Been making music for a while.
When the cameras come out, strike a pose. When they fill up your glass, make a toast.
Most known for my projects Loading, which are more like very hip-hop loaded songs. But during the years, we've branched out to more genres and we started blending more. So that's kind of who I am. I remember I got here and then I think one of you guys played me a song. Like, I think I came in and it was straight, hey, we had something from yesterday. We thought you would be cool on it. And then we went in, we played the song, and I remember just hearing Eklipse's voice. And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm from a place you don't fear no one, how could you? Everybody bleeds and stuff, how could I? Let the vibe slide, now I'll be on the vibe like meet me outside.
Eklipse, aka the Eastman man. Just been rapping for a long time. I've come from an area called Nyum. You hear that a lot in my music. So yeah, I'm just a person that kind of paints music and experiences that I think portray the lifestyle that I've lived. You get me? My first impression when I got here, hoping I don't get kidnapped. No, I'm playing. No, I thought it was gonna be a week full of great work, if I'm honest. Like, immediately from when I got here, you guys were just immediately like just cooking. Kenny was straight down to cook. I've been in spaces where people don't get down to work, including spaces of my own, where sometimes it's like, all right, cool, let's chill for a bit. But you lot were so on getting straight to work, and not even in a forceful manner, but just building vibes, playing beats and whatnot, that it was fairly seamless to get into work.
So they hit on each encounter, life hit them, so I left them feeling sour.
Keep my head held high, facing my reflections in the dark.
My name is Ganz, and I make music, I sing, I write.
Ever since I've been a couple thousand miles away.
Here, being around so many creative people on a level like also with years and years of experience. Like it's so pleasurable to work.
Believe me, girl, I really need you. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Cherry's a beast. I have to look in the camera and say, Cherry is a beast.
Kitchen rat.
Sleep on the couch. Don't make a sound. Don't squeak like a mouse. But the food's ready, though.
We about to
Just gonna let him know. Chef and whipping that shit. It costs like 5 bricks. The plate's so good. Take your date to this shit. You get laid tonight. You take your date to this shit. You get laid, alright? Don't give it the salty kettle. That's all I got.
The chain of rocks.
How many rocks you really got?
Kind of hard. About 4 weeks ago, I was getting a call saying my tour was canceled in Europe. And then we ended up just booking a bunch of venues ourselves. And then at the end of that, we were chilling in London for a few weeks. And then it just worked out that we could come out here. The day me and Kenny came out here, I woke up and I was like, oh, this is the location. And then that was it. I got out of the train station and I'm walking out and I'm on the phone with my friend and a Mercedes-Benz pulls up and they're just like, Drex? And I was like, yeah, but like, who are you? And he said, your friend said you called. I was just like, what's going on? And then he's like, yeah, but there's 3 of y'all. And I'm like, I look at Kenny and there's only 2 of us. I look up and it's Eklipse and he's just like, yo. And then that's how I met Eklipse.
I ain't wrote a verse in a minute, too busy handling business. Before a driver fucked around and crash landed the Civic. I feel the...
I'm Drex. I make music. I sing and rap. I don't even... I'm bad at these, my bad.
My parents used to listen to like very slow, melodic music. And I always wanted to make one of those. So when I heard Girl, I was like, oh, let's go, let's go.
I can explore your world. Yeah. I wanna know everything about you. I wonder, what's your panty size, shoe size, what's your number? I'ma make you queen in the cities that I conquer. Smoking weed louder than thunder. I'm from the city.
Elliott, Saheed, and Richard are our 3 friends from Cotch, and they helped us organize this whole thing. They helped out with the A&Ring, with finding the house, with getting the people there. They played a huge part in making this happen. That is very rare, I think, that you have people who don't necessarily get any profit from it, but they just think it's dope and they want to help out. They're very much about community.
They're just people that just do things, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's when you get the most stuff done, very simply.
The productivity rate was insane. Like I woke up and then I went to bed usually pretty late, working to the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Went to sleep, literally like I was the last one closing the laptop, turning off the speakers, went to sleep with a new song basically. And I woke up at like 10 or 11 a.m. and I already heard 2 new tracks and beats being made. So that was insane. Like the whole day, people were creating music. If someone writes an amazing verse, the next person wants to like go even harder. So you get these, not battles, but like healthy competition.
Cold as a boulder in December. I got everything I need, but I just wanted something better. How you asking about believing when you seeing how I'm stepping? I done learned my ABCs and knew the V is for vendetta. I got vengeance on my mind, but my guard down, freer than the compound. Asking about the seasons I've been seeing, I can fall now.
Yeah, we only had to shoot Darrell still. That was the last one. We only had to shoot him at the coastline. And then a guy came to us. I think his name was the site manager. He wasn't rude or anything, but he definitely was saying like, hey, if you want to film here, this is private property. or terrain, and you need a permit for it, and it costs thousands of pounds, and it takes 2 weeks. Like, so basically he was telling us you can't film it. He was already telling us like, oh, the whole town knows what you guys are doing. And he was like telling us like how there's phone calls going around town about the Pobble house. And I was like a little bit confused about that, because I was like, we're not doing anything weird, you know, it's just a group of people that rent an Airbnb and, you know, spend time there. And in this case, we were making music, we were having a writer's camp, which is not illegal as far as I know. So that was a little bit weird, where you get this feeling that the village has a high social control and they're like watching you almost.
Ooh, huh? That didn't sound too good.
You found it, Thierry?
There's a lady walking.
Where? How close?
Very close.
When it gets misty, it gets very spooky and mysterious in a way, and dark.
Sometimes we were just looking in depth, like, what's going on here? Kind of scary.
New year, same thing, same hustle. Rap life, street life, same struggle. Cooking in the studio, making my thing bubble. I'm copping the range, making it rain this whole summer. It's deep cold. If you didn't know, now you know. I can teach you.
They must have binoculars and little, do you know what I mean? They're listening, they're spying on us. It's like some Big Brother shit.
Shout out to the big man, he the show him, he the ways.
It's time to get to work.
Pouring heavy like I just got paid.
Shall I look at the camera or look at you guys?
I like the journey all the way to the sun. Nah, what a great time for me to be alive. Lately I'm glowing paper brown, but I got green inside. Any verse I lay, I spray it smooth just like my Beamer ride. Gotta keep it going, super great is how I feel inside.